So today we're going to do some ribs on the Big Green Egg. We're going to start right now. I hope you're ready. Alright, so we're ready to start seasoning these ribs up. We went ahead and we took off the membrane on the bottom. That icky membrane that sticks to the bones underneath here that's really not pleasurable to eat. You really want to make sure you don't cook those. Alright, so one good thing that's good to remember when you're seasoning is have one dirty hand with a glove and one clean hand. You don't really need to dirty them both up. And the first thing I like to do with the ribs, I like to start on the bottom. It's just easier for me that way. You take a little bit of the yellow mustard, squirt it on there, and this is going to help the rub stick. It's going to help it stick to the meat. You're not going to taste it in the end. You're not going to taste any of the mustard. This is just going to make a nice surface for this dry rub to stick to. So we get that on there. Next thing we do is we get our dry rub out. And I recommend Penn Avenue Meats Buckshot Rub. They say it's a rib rub. I use it on just about everything. It is absolutely delicious. I find that when you're done cooking and you're ready to eat, this just creates a great bark and a whole bunch of wonderful flavor. So the next thing you do is you just start sprinkling it on and be extraordinarily liberal with it. Do not be shy. Really get it on there. Rub it in. Rub it in like you love it. The better you treat this now, the better it's going to come out for you later. Now this does get a little bit messy, so you have to understand that. I probably could get a bigger cutting board. I don't have one yet. Maybe for my birthday this year, the wife will hook me up. So that looks pretty good on that side. Go ahead and flip her over. This is the nice meaty side. Like I said, same thing again. We're going to get some of this yellow mustard on there to give a good surface for all this rub to adhere to. We're going to get on there. Oh, looks like I ran out of buckshot rub. Good thing I went to the store and got more. So, let's keep going. And just really get it in there. This rub, or any rub for that matter, is really going to make sure you have a good product in the end. It's going to help you get that wonderful bark, that wonderful flavor. Lock all that juiciness in, all that flavor is going to get locked in. So be as liberal as you want with it. You can't put too much on really. You can't really hurt it. You can look at it now and see it's got a nice different color than it did before we started. That rub kind of changes the surface color a little bit more red. It looks absolutely gorgeous. So this stuff's almost ready to go on. I'm going to let it sit out here for a couple more minutes, warm up. The grill's getting ready right now. I'll show you that in a second. And we'll be back at it. So you can see we got the Big Green Egg going. Smoking away, getting up the temperature. We're sitting at about, looks to be a little over 200 there. The DigiQ, saying a little bit under. Sometimes there's a little bit of a difference there. But DigiQ, this is one of the greatest things I've ever gotten from my Big Green Egg. It is going to monitor the temperature for us through this little probe. And if it gets too cold, we'll blow some air in there and heat it up. And if it gets too hot, it'll shut down. And then you can just pretty much up here with the daisy wheel set it up kind of for a nice low and smoke with just only a little bit out of the top. And you can see in here all that wonderful smoke coming out. So she's heating up now. She's getting ready. As soon as she's ready and the temperature and that smoke thins out a little bit, we'll be ready to put those ribs on. Alright, so now we got the ribs on. Let's take a quick look in there. Looking delicious already. Just got put on a few seconds ago. You can see we got a nice smoke. We're going to smoke them about 250 degrees for 2 hours. Then we're going to come out and wrap them for 2 more. Then after that, we'll put them back on for 1 more hour. So we'll see you in 2 hours. Alright, so we're going to get this rib off. Oh, that smells amazing. Oh my God. Go ahead and pull it off here. Stick it in here like so. And what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and we're going to add some flavor to this in a secret little way that I do. So, first thing we want to do is we want to add a little bit of brown sugar to this. Just take some brown sugar and just throw it in there, just like so. Get it on there. Yeah. Okay. Get a little bit of brown sugar on there. Take some crushed red pepper. Get that in there. All right. Now, Parquet squeeze butter. I can't tell you how good this is going to make the ribs. Put some of that on. Take some honey. And put a little bit of honey in there also. Okay. Now this is going to make these ribs so delicious in the end. Now the last ingredient that you get to share with the ribs is you just throw a little bit of beer in here. Not a whole lot, just a little. Create some liquid in there. Kind of want to do, it helps break down the tough fibers and everything. So we're going to wrap this up and we're going to throw it back on. All right, so we wrapped the rib. We went ahead and we put it in there. The temperature probe's good in there. And thanks to PartyQ, it is maintaining the temperature just perfectly for us. So it's going to sit in there wrapped like that for 2 hours. Then we're going to come out, we're going to unwrap it, put it back on, let it go for an hour, and let it firm back up. It's going to be delicious. Stick around. All right, so it's been about 2 more hours wrapped. Let's take a look at that. Oh, wow. That smells amazing. You can see the meat starting to come back from the bones there. It's going to be good. So now we're going to put it on there again for another hour to firm all this up. So we'll open her up. Oh, and they're getting tender already. See if I can get it in there without breaking it. Okay. All right. So we're going to give that about an hour. Well, there they are in all their glory. 5 hours in the making. These ribs are looking good. We're going to pull them off. And here they are, all done. Only took 5 hours. The 2-2-1 method. These things turned out fantastic looking. I mean, nice and tender, juicy. Oh, bone coming right out. Look at that. That's going to be a chef snack right there. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed eating these ribs. Until next time, you guys have a good one.